Welcome, everyone, to the Real Trekkies cast, episode 18. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Daniel. What's up, Daniel?
Hello.
All right, so we had the news earlier today, Daniel, that I reported that CBS All Access has extended the episode count to the first half of Discovery from 8 to 9. November 12th is the mid-season finale, which I guess will be a cliffhanger that will lead into Discovery when it comes back in January. And then there'll be a remainder of 6 episodes from January into the rest of 2018. And then we'll have 2019 supposedly will be the next season. What do you think about that information?
That sounds kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're enjoying it so far. You're up to episode 3, right? Where do they air it on Sundays?
Yeah, every Sunday.
Okay. So you think that the ship is part of Section 31?
I think so. I really do think so. And it's really exciting I love Section 31. They're like morally ambiguous. They don't have to follow the rules of Starfleet. They're not so squeaky clean. They do a lot of questionable things. They they can pull out their phasers much more and shoot things, and I like it. It's off the grid. It's like the FBI or the CIA or something. I like it.
Now, isn't the number of the ship 1031?
Yeah, 1031.
So 31 for Section 31, possibly?
Yep.
Okay. And they don't really they have like secret missions, right? They don't really have anything in the logs, do they?
Yeah, it's off the grid. It's off the grid. That's why that we don't hear it in the history books. It's off the grid, and they can do whatever they like. And I'm just hoping that like they could do something like off the grid and shit. Like I said, like last time, like in the last cast yesterday, I said maybe they have like this. I was hoping this was like I'm still hoping this can be the first time ship. The first time ship, that'd be kind of cool. And they could travel through time. They could do. Have you ever heard of Star Trek Timelines, the game?
Yeah, I heard of it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah, I heard it was canon. Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, John Delancey said it was canon on an interview. So that's kind of cool. But I just, so it would be kind of cool if they touch on that in the series, because they do talk about a universe-shattering event, which kind of sounds something like Timelines.
Okay.
Where like all the ships and all the people will be scattered, into a certain time period.
So you think that Discovery is gonna do a massive thing where it's gonna, at the end of the first season, possibly go into the future?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, yeah, they could do that, and if they do that, that would bring up the ratings. I think if they do something like that.
Well, the ratings are on a problem right now, right? Or no?
No, right now it's not a problem. I mean, CBS All Access got like over 10 million subscribers for Discovery.
Okay.
I'm hearing they got a little bit more for the 3rd episode. So yeah, it's doing pretty good, I think.
Okay. I know that Orville. You didn't know that, but Brian Braga from Next Generation and Voyage and all that, he wrote the Star Trek episodes. He is writing Orville.
That's nice.
And and Jonathan Frakes, who is Riker, is working on Orville. So that's why it's exactly like Next Generation and Voyage and all that stuff, because they have the Star Trek team on it.
Yeah.
So he definitely does need a job, Brian. Yeah, but Discovery now. So we have a 15-episode commitment. Do you think that the success of Discovery is making it easier for the other Star Trek proposed series to happen quicker? Like Khan or whatever?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Rick Berman, or not Rick Berman, someone, I think it was Alex Kurtzman, you were talking about spin-offs, right? Like, there could be, like, spin-offs if this succeeds. So, I'm hopeful. I mean, I think the whole Khan thing is, like, a cover-up. I don't think they're going to make a TV show about Khan. I mean, that would be kind of boring.
It's a fake out. They just wanted to say something else just to put it out there, probably.
I think it's like a cover-up, They just put something out there, Because that kind of show would be kind of boring. Because like, why would you want to tell a story about a guy who died? We clearly saw him die, right? So what would be the point of that?
So, okay. So we lost Daniel there for a second. So we're also hearing there's a rumor going on that they're going to be working on the new Star Trek movie, and it may be released when Discovery's off the air. Now, if that is true, which is a big rumor, that means that they're writing the script now, which will be sequel to the last one. I think Simon Pegg's writing it and stuff. It could be filming in 2018, and it could be released in 2019. Now, there was no firm commitment that Star Trek Discovery was definitely returning in 2019. So we have to wait and see on that one. It may be that the new Star Trek movie is released in 2019, and Star Trek Discovery Season 2 will film in 2019, but air in 2020.
Actually, I heard it was going to film in 2018 and release in 2019.
Right. The movie. And then Discovery will be a year later, right?
No. I mean, like Discovery is going to film in 2018 and release in 2019.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm really curious about Star Trek 4 because they keep. I read something that this was going to go like it was going to be about different timelines or something.
Well, it's going to have to do with Kirk's father. Now, I don't know how, obviously it's either going to be a time travel thing or something. I don't really know. Only J.J. Abrams knows what the plot's supposed to be.
Yeah, but he's not. Sorry, he's not going to do it because he's doing Episode 9.
Well, the thing is that he may be able to work it in there, so to speak, somehow. Because he wasn't like he may executive produce it but not direct it, the Star Trek movie. So he'll get the money together for it, and have somebody else do it. So I think that's what's going to happen.
So I think that they're going to do something in this movie where they're going to actually. Remember last time, the last movie we said this, that we thought that it was going to merge the timelines together or maybe elements.
Restore that Prime universe back together?
No, it doesn't have to restore. They coexist. It doesn't have to restore anything. All they got to do is jump from timeline to timeline, right? So
I don't know.
Maybe the Enterprise. I mean, remember we said that last time, but it didn't pan out. Maybe it's going to happen this time. Maybe it won't. We don't know. We can only speculate from here on in, but they said like it's possible that they could jump from one timeline to another, maybe, to tie everything in. It's possible.
Right. It is possible.
Because remember, look, J.J. Abrams destroyed Romulus for a reason. He wanted to create chaos in the Prime universe. He's, like a lot of Star Wars fans, he looks at Star Trek and says, oh, it's too peaceful and too perfect. It's, he wanted to create some kind of chaos. So he destroyed a major planet so that everybody would be fighting over that territory. And, there's going to be chaos in that quadrant. It's going to destabilize the whole quadrant. It would create like a power vacuum where everybody would be fighting over that territory. So, a war would come out of that, all that. So, God bless J.J. Abrams. He wants to have some fun. And, I'm thinking that eventually we're going to have to go down that path. We're going to have to find out what happened, Why would he destroy Romulus if we weren't going to go back and find, figure things out?
It's possible that but don't forget, in the advancement of technology, even if they destroy the home planet, there's probably many planets for the Romulans and for the Vulcans and for Earth. There's colonies everywhere. So just like even in Doctor Who, supposedly Skaro, there was many different Skaro planets rather than the first original one. So that wouldn't completely affect the Romulans if they had other planets that they settled in on,
Yeah.
I mean, it would hurt them because that's their home planet, but they are colonized other planets. you know? 'Cause that's the whole thing, is that's what they're always doing. They're finding a new planet in case anything, you know, goes wrong with their planet. So, I don't know. That's what I think.
Like, I mean, he destroyed it for a reason. Like, we're going to have to find out. I mean, what would be the point of actually destroying a major planet if you weren't going to go back and revisit things and, like, oh, well, what happened?
I mean, I think it was destroyed mostly so that time thing could work, you know, and it was an accident, I guess, right? That it was destroyed or whatever it was, the technology. It was an accident. So, you know, I don't think he's ever going to revisit that because, you know, Leonard Nimoy passed away, so it's going to be, you can't really, you know, have an actor to replace him for that part. So, I mean, I just think that somehow, you know, what I feel is I think we're going to have a Star Trek series on regular TV, not CBS, which could be the Prime Universe. Because at one point in time, we had Star Trek on two different networks. We had it on Channel 11 and Channel 9. One was UPN, and you know, Channel 11 wasn't even CW. It was like WPIX or something at the time. Yeah. So I think that we're going to have that eventually, where we're going to have two different networks having Star Trek shows. And I think, you know, maybe one will be Prime Universe and one will not, you know. So, all right. I got to go. Thank you very much, Daniel.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.